Welcome back. All right, we always talk about the hustle and bustle of the holidays, and maybe you need to add a getaway to your wish list or a giveaway, a getaway. I got some advice on how you can take a break this holiday.
Well, you know what's funny is when you're driving down the road sometimes, and I test a lot of cars, I work with Car and Driver magazine, so I'm testing cars all the time. I see those little signs that say campground, and I used to just kind of ignore them. One day I decided to pull in, and I found this beautiful place. I mean, it's tennis courts and volleyball and all these places to launch your boat and big lawns, and everybody was having a great time. So I decided I'm going to take an RV over there, and I got a pull trailer and I went over there, spent a couple days. I was like, oh my gosh, it was like 3 miles from my house, and I was in a whole other world. So to me, to get away from the hustle and bustle of business, even though business is good and I love it, I got to get away and just breathe. It's important.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a huge fan of RVing. I've taken them to football games and on golf trips. But I want to know from you, what's your favorite part of the difference between traveling on an RV versus your typical flight or hotel?
Well, so I'm a father of 4, and I've always had RVs. As a matter of fact, I've had 2. I had a 45-footer and a 25-footer, depending on where I was going. If I was going a long way, take the big one. If I was going close and just wanted a quick weekend, I'd take the small one. But I'm in that business. I can afford to do that. The average person, rent a motorhome. Rent an RV before you go out and buy one. That way you can live with it. But I think having your children with you, being able to interact with them more so than when you're in a hotel and you're in their room and they're in their room, or it's just different. You are together. And I think this is kind of God's way of saying, get together, go have some fun with your family, do it in an RV. And I'll tell you what, it's worked for me for the last 30 years. Now I'm about to be a granddad, and believe me, we're going RVing.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, then, from you, since you've been doing it your whole life and as an expert, let's tell the folks out there some of your best travel tips if they're going to go out there and rent an RV or buy an RV.
Well, so I always tell people before you buy one, rent one, because you want that, that aha moment of, oh my gosh, this is too small, or oh my gosh, I'm pulling too big of a trailer for the vehicle I own. So if you rent one, you're going to learn that aha stuff before you've spent the money, and that's kind of that research and development that we go through in business, and you want to do that in your life too. Don't just buy it emotionally, rent it emotionally, and then you can always return it and say, that was awesome, but I want a bigger one or a smaller one. And it's so easy these days. Just go to GoRVing.com, and it's the industry-wide website. Here we are at the National RV Trade Show. This whole trade show is in that one website. So you can rent, you can buy, you can research, and that's what the internet is so good for, is it gives us the resources to make the right decision the first time.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate all the information, and we'll talk to you soon. Have fun on the road.
Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate it.
And of course, you can thank Go RVing for bringing you all that really cool info.